Welcome back to the Alien Spaceship Talkshow podcast. And in case you're just joining us, you're listening to the Alien Spaceship Talkshow podcast with Emmy Hikins and Trevor Gear.
Person in literary circles. And in 1958, he wrote a book, well, it was an essay actually, an essay called I Pencil, which is where my comment about pencil comes in. And he wrote this essay, and I commend it to anybody. You can look it up on Google about this I'm the pencil, and it goes and it's really for children to read as well. And it was sent to lots of schools, I believe. The pencil describes what goes in to making the pencil, and let's just look at that briefly. If you said I'm gonna make a pencil, bruv, this is what I'm going to do. You'd say, well, first of all, you've got to cut the wood, right? You've got to find the wood for a pencil. So that's the first thing you've got to do. Then you've got to mine the metal. You've got to mine the metal. If only for that little bit which holds the eraser, the rubber, and that metal bit is called a ferrule. So you've got to mine the metal. You then got to tap the rubber trees for the latex, and you put a cup there and the latex drops in. Quite incredible, really, how it doesn't damage a tree, and it can be done like that for many years. But you've got to tap the tree to get that rubber. Then you've got to dig up the graphite, because you find it underground. We talked about graphite earlier. Then you've got to mix some paint. Now, all this process is happening to make your pencil. And actually, I think you could be forgiven for coming to thinking about it and saying, look, it's not possible. I think my comment on the introduction to this was no one can make a pencil. And when you think of what is involved in making a pencil, it's no wonder, is it? Because to actually end up with a pencil, and there's so many aspects of this we could talk about, and I could go on all day, but most things in this world that we set our eyes upon are incredible, things we just take for granted. And behind almost everything we see, and we'll include a pencil, there is an invisible network of, I suppose, hundreds of thousands, millions of people going back hundreds, thousands of years. And in a way, whenever we try and do something ourselves, writing a song or painting a picture or taking a photograph, what we're doing, we're standing on the shoulders of giants. Do you get that? I mean, everything we try to do, what we're doing now, we're looking at each other through a computer screen. Now, we contemplate what has gone into that possibility, that we could even think of something like that I can see you, talk to you, and vice versa, when you're a good few, 200 or 300 miles away from me, and yet we can do it in real time, in the present moment. So we stand on the shoulders of people. So coming back to my songs, and when you do songs as well, yeah, I have this idea. Well, I'm a lone warrior, me against the world. I'm starting with nothing, and I'm going to end up with a song which hopefully, as I say, is agreeable. But what then goes into that? Think of the musical instruments. You think of the beauty of a guitar, the shape of a guitar. It's an aesthetically beautiful thing. And I think going back to, I think the acoustic guitar was originally invented, if you like, I think it was the early 1800s, and then the electric guitar, last century, that was invented, and a fantastic instrument. You have a piano. Again, the piano goes back hundreds of years to when that was devised and invented. You have drums, you have keyboards, you have brass instruments. I mean, I've got a saxophone, an instrument like a piano accordion, which is based on a piano, but much more difficult because you've got to keep pulling the bellows like that. So there's me thinking, well, I'm doing this from nothing, and I'm going to end up with that. Actually, I am simply and literally, if you like, well, almost literally, standing on the shoulders of brilliant people, nameless, numberless individuals going back, in some cases, hundreds or thousands of years. So that's why we say no one can make a pencil. So what is your view of what we've said or what I've said so far? Do you feel that anything you do is purely your work, or is everything you do you think, based on the achievements of other people? What do you think?
Well, I think before I answer that question, I just want to talk about the album. Is it, how do you pronounce it?
Yeah.
Troubadour?
Troubadour. Yeah, a troubadour is a guy or a woman walking around playing their guitar, a bit like a mobile busker. They don't stay in one place, they walk around.
Yeah, troubadour. I've seen something similar where, obviously on the internet, on Facebook preferably, specifically, this guy, he's got all these musical instruments strapped to himself. And
yeah, that's a one-man band, isn't it? Yeah. he's got a pedal which he kicks his leg, and the bass drum hits, and so, yeah, very clever people who do that.
We're going to take a short break now. We're back shortly. You've been listening to the Alien Spaceship Talk Show with Trevor Gear and Emmy Hikins. The Alien Spaceship Talk Show podcast is looking for sponsors. If you're a company out there looking to spread the word about the products and services you provide, please get in touch with Deepstuff Radio Podcast on info@deepstuffrecords.com, or to use the contact form on our website to contact us, please visit radio.deepstuffrecords.com. Also, if you're looking to get involved on the Alien Spaceship Talk Show podcast, reach out via our Deepstuff Radio Facebook page. Thank you.